Welcome to the cycle of the Rites. This is the playoffs lower bracket. This is McHoss as the True Nightwings, going versus the Camilo as the Fate. And this will be again a best of 5. We'll see who moves on to the next round. Welcome in, guys. How's it going?
Good.
You guys excited?
Of course I am.
We have seen this matchup before in, I believe, week 3 or week 4, if I'm not mistaken. I think no, it was week 2.
I got dumpstered week 2 by this lad.
Week 2. So, is there any words you guys want to exchange? Any
I wish you luck.
fighting
Nothing to say.
words? Okay.
Yeah, this is my boy. I can't wish him ill.
Okay. Good luck. First round is random, and then we'll go from there.
Stand forth, exiles. You are gathered at the ridge of gold. Each of
You see this like the first encounter of the game? The first map?
Yes.
Only the righteous
You know your
shall
lore.
emerge victorious. True Nightwings, stand prepared. The Fate, stand prepared.
Okay, so just give it a second, McHoss. You're good to pick McHoss. And McHoss will go with a harp. The prayer beads. Give that consistency in scoring.
Sir Gilman.
Camilo will go with a vengeful vow worm. You're good to pick McHoss. McHoss will go with a web lanthorn imp. And Camille will go with a bottle void savage. You're good to pick McHoss. And McHoss will go with a speedy Ignarius. And Camille will end on a nomad. Good luck. Alright, we have McHoss grabs the orb and swaps in, has that dangerous portal, but is then out of position, and the worm is able to throw it in for 15. Camilo striking first. McHoss swaps into the demon, and the demon and the worm take each other out. But Camilo is able to get the Bottle Void proc after the Sacred Bond, able to pull people in and set up a 12 damage throw from the Savage. McHoss goes down. Worm takes out the demon. Imp now has the orb. It's a little bit out of stamina. Swaps into the imp from the harp, and imp is able to throw it in for 6. McHoss keeping it competitive. Siege Chance is now active after that worm banishment, but sets up a good savage Sacred Bond, but misses the orb, and imp is back. Imp goes down, and harp is able to get the orb and stop the offense, but Bottle Void able to take out the harp. False Step proc and Stunning Claim is able to stop everyone for a few seconds, but doesn't result in a score immediately. Now Imp has it with that full stamina and banishes 2, but Sacred Bond quickly brings them back, and the harp is able to come swapping all in.
The true Nightwings are now favored to prevail.
Worm takes out 2, it's just the Imp. Imp has to find a way to defend, and does. Takes out the Savage, but that Worm is able to plunge in for 25, has that Siege Chance active.
The Fates are now favored to prevail.
Imp takes out, but Soldier Smash kills the demon and sucks in the Imp with that Bottle Void. But both of them go down ultimately, and McHoss is able to plunge for 20. Worm takes out the harp. Demon gets sucked back in, and that gives the orb to Camilo. He picks it up, passes it, and throws it in. Harp swaps into the Imp. Imp takes out the worm. Savage goes down. Now the harp is again swapping with this Imp. And the Imp sets up a dangerous portal, but does go down. Misses the false step proc. And McHoss can't find a way with his harp, so tries to find a way with his Imp. Banishes a few, but that Circuit Bond keeping Camilo nice and healthy. Always kind of has a team to play with. And Imp able to intercept the throw, but goes down. Savage has a little bit of time, but gets that false step and into that stunning claim. But the Imp now is able to. But eventually, Savage jumps in. McHoss is able to kill
Nice.
the defenders and sets up a nice 30 damage throw. This was huge for McHoss. Able to capitalize on that 3v2 situation, getting his best exile. But the stunning claim does get 2 people, but Savage is not able to capitalize. Stunning claim down for the thing, and McHoss is able to plunge for 30. These 2 huge scores for McHoss. But now Camilo is looking at a way to get back in the game and does so with this 20 damage throw. McHoss is able to score in one, but this Bottle Void is making it hard, and now the harp has it, but goes down. This worm takes out the demon. Now Imp has it, goes through the portal with the harp. Harp gets shoulder smashed. And the worm takes out the demon. Imp gets shoulder smashed. McHoss tries to find the orb and gets out from underneath his pyre and is able to plunge for 20. Camilo down to 4 health. Almost any score for McHoss would do it, but this Bottle Void is tough with this false step. The Savage is able to take out a few. So is the worm. Swap into the demon, results in nothing. And it allows a seize chance score from the worm. This is looking like a sudden death round here. Of course, any throw underneath their thresholds would give it more, but this is a 3v2, so it allows for McHoss to have a little bit of an advantage here, especially without that worm. McHoss now has the orb, is able to stun, and is able to take out 2. Does he have enough time to get the orb and get it in? He does.
Oh,
And that will be the game.
GG.
Good game.
Good game. And McHoss is up 1 game.
The rite is ended.
Okay, well done. Camilo, since you lost the first match, you get to pick the stage. Yeah, sure, you can do it.
Right. Let me think. The Kern.
Cairn of Haub. Okay.
The true Nightwings shall now face the fate. Welcome
Give it a second, McHoss.
Who shall conduct the rites?
You're good to pick, McHoss? McHoss will go back to that prayer bead swapping harp that was quite successful. Camilo will go with a full left side Star Splinter Zap. Give it a second, McHoss. You're good to pick, McHoss? McHoss will go with that Web Lamphorn Imp again. Camilo will go with his own harp with prayer beads. You're good to pick, McHoss? And McHoss will go back to his first comp in the first game, with rounding it out with that demon. And Camille will go with a Savage. Good luck. Swap into the Imp is able to take out all of Camilo's team, but that Numbing Gust slows down McHoss, but not enough. He's able to plunge for 20. And that harp will be back. Now the demon has it. And now the Savage teleports and throws it in for 16. Again, that Imp is able to take out 2, but Camilo's harp is able to plunge. McHoss down to 99. Demon is able to plunge after that swap. Harp casts, but Camilo's harp is able to plunge for 20. And that Imp is able to take out 2. Savage now has the orb. Takes out the harp. Takes out the Imp. But fails to take out the demon. And demon has the harp. Stuns and gets pushed in by Camilo's harp. Camilo down to 20. Imp takes out the Savage. And Imp plunges for 15. Camilo didn't take any rekindling, so this will be the last 5 he has. And Demon jumps in, but misses the pyre by inches. And McHoss goes down, and Camilo is able to plunge for 20. But it is 3v3 now. McHoss has all the momentum here. Let's see if Camilo can figure out a way to stay in this game and bring it back. But this demon takes out 2. Harp versus Savage. Savage jumps over the harp and gets pushed near the pyre. Throws it in for 9. Harp. Swap into the Imp, but the Savage goes down anyway. Sap is able to take out the harp and the Imp. Now Camilo's harp here gets stopped. Demon tries to jump, but Sap is able to close down the field. Imp able to defend from the Savage, but this portal in the midfield able to give an angle for McHoss, but the Sap is too strong. Misses the demon though. Demon now has it in the corner. goes down. Imp goes down. Sap is quick with it. And the Savage is able to find an angle to get 11 in. Goes down. Now the Imp is here, takes out the Sap, just the Harp. Harp goes down. And now just the Harp is here. Demon tries to jump it in. And now Harp goes down. Imp intercepts the jump from the Savage. Harp goes to the portal. Now has that infinite stamina to work with. Tries to dash around, but too much auras. Demon is in the fold. Banishes 2, but Harp takes him down and is able to plunge for 20. Now Camilo can end the game. We're looking at almost a sudden death. Now the demon has it. Jumps and stuns the Savage, but goes down to the Harp. And Camilo plunges to finish
Done.
it.
GG.
The fate prevailed. The scribe showed them a bit of favor.
Good
in
game.
the end.
And
The
Camilo ties it
ceremony
1-1.
is complete.
Okay. You get to pick the next stage, McHoss, and you cannot pick Ridge of Gold. So you can just let me know.
Kaelmer, please.
Isle of Kaelmer. Players and their imps. You cannot separate them.
Oh god.
The true Nightwings versus the Fate. Welcome.
Yeah,
Who
just
shall
give it a
conduct
second.
the rites?
You're good to pick McHoss. McHoss will land on a Ninja Stowaway. Camilo will go back to that Prayer Beads Harp.
Kanatha. Go on.
You're good to pick. McHoss will go with the Webland Thorn Imp.
Messenger Imp.
And Camilo will go with a Leeching Crone.
Bertrude.
You're good to pick. McHoss will go with a exploding deluge.
The deluge.
And Camilo will end on a speedy Jody. Good luck. May the scribes be with you. Harp and Savage take each other out. We're going for the orb. Imp takes out the crone. And now the Savage is doing some tricks with these imps, throwing the orb off these imps. Demon stuns the defenders, but goes down. And the Harp is able to intercept, waiting for some people to get back. Threatens the score, but goes down. But now Camilo's team is up, but now McHoss has the orb and tries to go for a tricky play, but takes out the demon, but goes down. And Camilo's attempt to get in does not go well, but the crone takes out two. Nice slash. Able to get that seize chance. And McHoss is able to throw it in for 20. McHoss has it. And again, those quick teleports. Able to find a score. Both exiles go down. But this Harp swaps his allies into their death. Creates the way for the Harp to plunge for 20. And the crone is able to plunge for 30, and that 15 leech will give Camilo more strength than usual. And this quick plunge by the demon is attempting to shut McHoss out. And again, Camilo is able to plunge with the crone,
GG.
ending the game.
GG, GG.
Good game. And now Camilo's up 2-1.
The rite is complete.
Alright, McHoss, you get to pick again. Do you want to stick with Kelmer or...
Let's go to Pit, please.
Pit of Malith.
The true Nightwings shall take on the fate. Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
Okay, you're good to pick, McHoss. McHoss goes back to that harp. Camilo will go with a exploding Gilman. You're good to pick your next, McHoss. McHoss will go with a imp. Camilo will go with a ore scale deluge. I don't know why. I don't know why you wouldn't put that on Gilman, but people have preferences apparently. You're good to pick your third, McHoss. McHoss will go a Stubborn Flame Crone with quick throwing. And Camilo will end on a Leeching Worm. Good luck. And Camilo explodes into the harp and tries to throw it in, but eventually goes down. Now the harp is able to swap in to the crone, and the crone is able to throw it in quickly for a 24. Just one minus its max. Imp takes out 2, but the swapping tricks these worms, and this imp is able to throw it in for 13. Crone goes down after the swap. Now harp has the orb, but it's a 3v2. Harp is able to plunge for 20. But gets that triple kill. And Camilo figuring out which worm he wants to get. It's that Leeching Worm, 15 damage with 10 leech. Helps him stay in the game. McHoss Harp takes out 2 worms. But again, there's Infinite Worms action because he does have 3 worms. So if you kill 1 worm, another one is just gonna teleport back or respawn back. So worms are up 3-1 here. Harp takes out 1. Imp takes out another. Takes out a thrice. And this crone has infinite stamina and throws it in for 30. Very quick throw. Camilo down to his 23 life. A harp score will not do it, but crone will. But of course, with these lower damage, can inch again. Throws it in, and that's going to end the game.
The true night wings prevail. 'Twas as though the scribes
Good game.
themselves stood by their side.
And McHoss is able to tie it, and the score is now
Thus
2-2.
end this night's proceedings.
Okay. Camilo, since you lost the last one, you get to pick. You cannot pick Isle of Kelmer, and you cannot pick, was it Cairn?
Yeah, it was current.
Cairn, okay. You want to go to Ridge of Gold?
Yes, I believe I will.
Okay. This is the first stage that was played. It was random.
The true night wings shall
The
confront
talisman that was on the crone was the quick throwing, the Star Splendor.
Welcome. Who shall conduct the rites?
We're still waiting for Camille McHoss.
Your decision.
Alright, you're good to pick McHoss? McHoss goes back to that harp. It's been a solid choice for him so far. Camilo will go with the sap with nutrition stick.
Volfred.
You're good to pick, McHoss. McHoss will pick his 5th imp.
Messenger imp.
Picked an imp all the games, so it's been consistency for that exile. Savage here
Fae.
for Camilo. You're good to pick, McHoss.
Your choice.
McHoss, after taking some time to consider his last exile for the series, we'll go with a speedy demon. Camilo will go with a power casting nomad. Good luck, may the strategy with you. Sap is able to secure the orb first, blocks out the harp, and is able to score a quick 8 behind the pyre. Imp takes out the Zap. Now it's just the Savage. Savage tries to jump, but Harp is able to intercept. And the Demon is trying to find a way in, but eventually goes down. Trades out the Nomad though. Savage, now the Savage. Imp takes out the Savage after defending the jump. This infinite stamina demon is able to skate across the arena and plunge for 30. Good start for McHoss. And this swap into this imp has given Camilo a lot of trouble this series. But Camilo able to return and shoulder smash. But the imp, with that invulnerability, does not get shoulder smashed and is able to defend, setting up this plunge from the harp. And McHoss able to banish 2, but his imp gets caught. And the shoulder smashing nomad plunges in for 20 and 10 leech. We see some life from Camilo after those few big scores. Just the Sap alive now. Harp swaps into the imp. Imp is able to rush down the Sap. Just the Savage to defend, but the Sap, looks like the Sap is able to come back in time, and the Harp is not able to get any leverage, and the Sap is able to plunge for 25. That nutrition stick makes it extra easy. But now it's a 3v2, and the Demon is able to plunge for 30. Imp goes down, just the Harp alive. And the Nomad shoulder smashes the Harp and plunges again for that 20 and that 10 leech. That leech is really helpful versus these big scores. Helps you stay in the game, but Camilo goes down and McHoss is able to plunge for 20. Camilo down to his last 20, but he does have 10 rekindling. Takes out the imp with the Zap, and McHoss is able to plunge. And now Camilo is on his last 10. Throws it in for 14. Again, that demon will be back. It was a 3v2 situation, and he got a 14 throw out of it. But he gets another quick throw, 6 damage for the sap. And the sap keeps on repeating this. It'll whittle away at the pyre, down to 35 on McHoss. And McHoss, the savage, cannot get into the pyre. It's a little short. Demon and Imp waiting for the harp. The Nomad shield strat is able to take out one, but the sap is able to throw in, but McHoss is able to intercept it and take it. Swaps the Imp. And the Demon now has it, but goes down. The Savage plunges, has that prayer beads. Both players could end the game. And Demon is able to defend. It's just the sap alive now. The Imp is trying to worm his way. Almost gets in, but gets interrupted by the Savage. Harp is not able to go in. And
Game.
the Savage is able to plunge, ending the game and the series. Great games. Camilo takes it 3-2. Well done, you two. Congratulations, Camilo. You'll move on to in the bracket. We'll see you on Saturday. And unfortunately, McHoss, well, it was very well played, both of you. So thank you for that. It was great to watch and to commentate. I hope you guys had fun. And it sucks to see you go out this way, McHoss, but it was a great match.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
man.
an honor. It was an honor to play against you.
Yeah, down to the very last wire there, dude. If I'm gonna go out, that's how I want to
Yeah,
go out.
yeah, for sure. That was a bang, for lack of a better word. All right, thank you, everyone. We will have an event on Saturday. We'll finish out the rest of the playoffs. There will be about, I think, 5 series that we'll need to finish out. So if anyone's watching, I hope you guys can join in on Saturday. It'll be just look in the Discord. We'll get the time out probably tonight or tomorrow. It'll probably be in the early afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, somewhere between 1 to 3 starting time. So look out for that in the Discord. But thank you guys for watching, and thanks for playing. We'll see you then.